Hello everyone. In the previous video we successfully opened our project on the home page, and now the time is to display now the time is to view this into the next page. And also I want to add this pagination. Maybe I will do this in the next video. So first work on this, open this into the new tab. Okay, so here we have a button for before this we need to display the here overall description of our post, right? So here let's remove this one and display the description. So post, and you need to also apply the str limit here because we want to display the limited information. So for example, our post contain the 3000 characters, so we don't want to display this full post here. So post, and then I'm going to call the description of the post. Then I want to display the 200, that's it. And then here I want to add this. Let me first create a new route here, and then I'm going to add this route link here. So I want to add this route, okay, get, and then I'm going to call this like post slash, I want to display the post ID here, so that's why I need to define this like ID. And then I'm going to call this website controller. Our method is be show, because I want to display the post and show, right? So I will also tell you that how you can structure your route based on Laravel 9, because the Laravel 9 contain the logic of we can add the if we are using the duplicate controller for 2 routes or 3, so we can add this at the top, so we can reuse this code. So I will also tell you that how you can improve these route, how to add these prefix and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go to the route controller. So let me first save this one controller, and here I'm going to call this show method, which is going to accept an ID public function. And here I'm going to call the show method. So before this, here you can accept the ID, but I'm not going to accept an ID here. Why? Because I want to use the implicit binding. So whenever you are using the implicit binding, so you need to mention your model name like this. So we have a post model, so that's why we need this post here. By the way, let me make this plural because I want to make the post, and this one contain the post ID. It's not matter that you are defining this plural or not. So basically we need to call the model name here, so then it's going to find this model here. Like I'm going to put in the post, and then you need to mention this post like here. But if you want to do this differently, like this DDD, so you need to display this DDD in the parameter here. These both should be same, then it's going to work, right? So I'm going to define this post because we have a post. Okay, so here I'm going to open before this, first I'm going to check that this post found or not, but we are using the implicit binding, which is going to check that if we have a post, so then it's going to return the post. Otherwise, if we don't have any post, so it's going to return 404 post not found, 404 not found. Okay, so here I'm going to call the return view. So that is the magic of this implicit binding, not binding, it's a binding. Okay, post dot what I name this, I think I name this just show. Yes, I name this show. Let me verify it. So you can also, if you have multiple routes, so you can add that here, website dot show, or you can say that post dot show. So let's go back. I'm going to call the I'm calling this view, not the name. So let me find the, so it's stored in the website blog and it's a single. I'm going to call the single okay, website.blog.single, and in the single I'm going to pass this post object. So post, it's a singular post, so that's why I'm defining the singular. Okay, so now this post variable will be available in this singular post. So now let's go to this index blade, and here I'm going to define the route, which we created right now, post dot show. So and then I need to pass the ID of post, and this will be returned the post ID because we have the post object, right? Post dot show. So now let's go here and get refresh. Okay, why it takes too much time, man? Okay, by the way, I also want to display this into the new line. It says that invalid route action. Let me go there, controller, website controller, show. Let me go to the where it is. So show is going to this show method, and this one contain the why it says that invalid route slash controller invalid route action. So it's good. Post dot show. If I go here and it's a post dot show, and it's displaying the ID of the post. And let me make this test dot show. I want to test something. Let me go there, check that is it still throwing that invalid route action. Then I'm going to fix this out. I think it's also doing the same thing. Okay, so why it's throwing the invalid? So I called this route here. This route contain this. Okay, let's. Oh man, I passed this in the wrong way. So here I need to pass this controller in the array form, right? So that's why it's displaying like this. So here I'm going to pass this post again, and to open the not here, to go back here, right? Now let's get refresh and check that what's going on. And yes, we have a singular. No, whenever I'm going to click on this, it's going to display the singular post, and I need to also display this thing here. So before this, and it's displaying auth slash post slash 2. Why? Because we don't have any auth in our URL, but we are reusing this. We are using this post slash post, right? And this resource is also generating this post slash post, right? So we need to change this with by adding the prefix of website to slash post. And here I'm going to also generate the website dot post. So then it's going to generate the different one. So let's take eye on this. Before this displaying the auth, then it's not going to display the auth. And yes, it's displaying the post slash 2. So now it's not opening the auth post. Okay, so I also want to display them into the new tab, not open it out here. No, I want to open it out here. So now let's click on this continue reading, and it's going to open the single post page. And yes, it's opening the single page with the large image and with large dimension and stuff like that. So here I'm going to also update these image things, right? So let's close this one. So basically we are going to open a single blog with this post. So we have a post object, so I can view its all of the information. So before this, in the log title lorem ipsum how to wear, right? So just search how to wear, and yes, it's there. So here you can display this post, and before this you can, before calling this title, you can call this title like this, right? But I want to show one more thing here. Yes, it's displaying the title. So whenever you are calling this post title, so you need to make sure that you have a post, right? So here use ternary operator post, and then if you have a post, then you want to display the post title, right? Otherwise you want to display the empty string. So it's going to avoid you to throw an exception if you don't have any title. For now, in your case, it's restricting user to add the title whenever we are creating the post. But some case you forgot some column value which is not required, and user is not filled this value, so it's going to throw an exception that this post is you called title on the null, right? So make sure you are edit this here empty, so it's not going to throw an exception, it's going to empty title, so which is going to display nothing. And here you also need this date. Let me also add the date method here. So day, month, year. I'm going to str to time, and I'm going to call this post and created at. Okay, that's fine. And here I'm going to remove this out. Okay, also remove this URL, add this hash. I want to display only so here I'm going to display my category. So post containing the category which is containing a name, and then this contain an image. I'm going to display the post image, display the gallery, and then gallery contain the image. So now let's save this one, and also we need to make the description. Let me view the description properly. Post and post content. Here I'm going to display the full description. I don't want to block this out. So let's remove this quote, remove this paragraph, remove this one. Also I don't want to display the comment. I don't have any comment, and I'm going to display. Let me remove the description. I don't want to lose this div. Okay, so now it's fine. So now let's save this one and let's get refresh. And yes, it's now displaying this. Oh, I think I removed. No, there is no section of here categories, so that's why it's doing like this, displaying the date, category, its category, and then it's displaying the description. So I need to add this here, right? So where it's getting the content, because here there is no content, weird stuff. Oh, it's added here, so that's why it's grabbing this out. So you can add the key here value of description. So now this will start from the description and display the description like this. Description, and description is this, and you can also apply this same thing like this to avoid to display the HTML properly. Okay, so now we have a post which contain the description. So let me add a post which contain the long description. To create a post, By the way, if you want to make this inactive, like we want to make this close, so let's go to the auth and set this out that you don't want to make this active every time. Collapse, toggle collapse, menu, post, area, expand, false, UI. I think this would responsible for toggling this out. Okay, let's get refresh. No, there is area expand equal false. I don't need this one. I'm removing this area control UI basic. Maybe this one is responsible. I'm not sure, that's why I'm doing this, giving it a test and I'm finding it out. Okay, but it's still opening this out. Let's make sure UI basic, and I think this one is opening this out because it's linked with this UI basic. Now let's give it a try. If it's not going to work, we will fix this issue. And yes, it's now working, but it's not opening this out again, right? So it's opening. So let me view this sample, that how it's opening this out. Sample, and this sample is using this collapse. We remove this collapse property, that's why it's not out. So let me roll back and then I will add this collapse property here. Yes, it's added, and now I'm going to remove this UI basic. So it's now our collapse property is also going to work. Okay, now it's going here, and if I click this out, still I'm unable to open this out. So let's make sure what is responsible for this area control UI. Maybe this one. I'm not sure. I'm doing this test and then removing this out. Okay, and yes, it's still open. It's not due to this one. If I go here and make this BS model collapse, so let me view the properties of this one. Nav link collapse, so let's check on this. It's also having this collapse, and it's containing the area label. So sample pages, login and register and stuff like that, containing the sample pages. And this, let me copy this one and I'm going to replace with this one. I don't want to want to waste your time. I already wasted too much time. Okay, so posts, okay, and here you need to update this link also. I'm going to call this route create post.create. Okay, and here I'm going to call this out to that create post, and I'm going to call this index route and post dot index, and this one is going to view the post and remove these posts like this. Let's take eye on this. I'm going to give it a refresh, and yes, but it's still open this out. I don't know what's the reason. Oh, this one is also opened, so that's why. I will fix this issue later. Okay, let's now focus on our topic. Our topic is we are displaying and viewing this out here. So I want to create a new post. Here I'm going to create the web development with CDL, or you can say that I will add this in the publish web development with career development lab, Okay, I'm going to enter here lorem ipsum text, lorem ipsum. Okay, let's copy this out. Oh, it's there. I'm going to paste this out, lorem ipsum. Oops, it's got the exact functionality. Let me open this lorem ipsum. Okay, lorem ipsum syntax. Remove this out, and I'm not going to paste this out here. And now let me make this this one is bolder and underline. So let's submit this out. I need to choose an image. So image would be, what would be society bg image. Maybe it's going to, yes, the post is created element, and yes, if I go here and get refresh. So let me open the all of the post, go back, go to the post and view all the post. Oh, it's not located on the post, it's located on the home page. And yes, we are displaying the all of the post. I want to open this out. So here we need also this thing that I want to display the here without this with the HTML. So let's close this one and go to the index one, and in the index we are displaying this out here. So just display it like this. Save this one and let's take eye on this one. And yes, now displaying like this, but it's behaving like it's added this the top. Why it's added? So let me break the line here, and then I'm going to add this on the next line. Okay, it's still on the same line. Why? Continue reading, displaying the page content. It's not ending this line. Let me pull this out. Why it's not ended? Let me check the video size. Oh my god, it's going very much bigger. Okay, description, and we are ending this out here. Okay, and why this one is not ending out here? Let's give it a refresh again. And it's still same. We are on the home page and I'm checking the home page, right? And here let's add this into the paragraph. So its theme is separated these paras, so maybe it will now add it on the next line. Okay man, okay, and it's still on the same line, so no problem. I will add this on the second line. So let's remove this from the para, and I'm going to do what? I'm going to display this into the next page content, post content. Oh, BTN man. And let me do it in the next. I will do this in the next video. That what's the issue, because I'm taking a lot of your time. So I will do this in the next video, and in the next video I'm going to display them here, latest post, categories and stuff like that. So I will meet you in the next one. Bye bye guys.